I always said that it's not you, it's me.
That's a dope. So
if anyone ever said that to me,
I just feel like, you know, I'd rather, because I had that said to me.
Someone said that to you?
Yeah, of course.
Then I know
you act like nobody never said that to you.
I've never heard that in my life.
That is a movie line.
I've said that many times.
Right, so it's not you. And I would rather somebody be very direct to what it is. You know, it might be, you could tell me like, I don't like your hair. I don't like your breath stinks, you know, or I don't like the way you dress. Don't say it's not you. Don't cop out and make it seem like you're the problem if you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know that you're not an issue and it's something about me, or if there's something about you I don't like.
Kind of a nice way to let you down though.
Maybe
I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel it's shady.
It's not shady. It's not shady.
I feel like it is. It is. It's
I
deceitful.
feel like no, it's not shady.
You know what I'm saying?
You want the person because it's not the person.
Him thing.
It's you.
Yeah.
It's
honestly. Flip side. What if she does think that your breath stinks? But
she doesn't want to hurt your feelings.
But no, hold on. But she also
taught a breath.
Not Dave, but
no. But she also
I know what she means.
cannot bring it to herself to be this person who breaks up with someone because of that very
maybe she needs
simple reason. So she's just like, yo, I hate that I'm like this because I can break up with someone for any small thing.
Oh,
and that's a me thing.
Keep going. Yes.
That's a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
I break up with people and I can't stay with people for little things and I can't
Bet, Rico.
and I can't get past it. So I always end up leaving them. But that is a her thing. So even if there is a reason behind it, it's not a big enough reason.
Do you understand what? Because Erin just said you breathe too hard, like right? And
I was just joking.
No, not to me. But what I'm saying is like I could understand that.
Nah, but it's real because if you breathe too hard all the time,
I could understand being 21 years old, waking up. I'm like, this is the most beautiful day of my life. She slept over. I'm like, damn, she breathed really hard. And I'll be like, bro, can I really deal with this shit?
Yeah.
Even if I break up after a year or life, like when she wakes up, I'm gonna be like, it's not you, it's me. I have a problem with people breathing hard.
I had a problem with the second toe being longer for a very long time.
Why not express that?
But it has because it's not you. It has nothing to do with you.
No, but why wouldn't you be able to say that? Because the person would like to know.
If it's not a changeable thing with the person that's being told that, you might as well
Can
just
you
shut
say
it
that?
up.
Can you please say that? Anna, say that into the microphone, please.
No, I said if it's not something that the person you're trying to tell it to can change it, just don't hurt their feelings. Just let them live in like the ignorance. If it's a toe thing,
you can change your toe size.
Come on, man. I'm not gonna cut my toe.
But why? Why is the person you're saying that
and
to
also that was not my toe. I have never. It's not my toe.
I had a big problem, and it's all Jack Black's fault. Because
that's Jack Black.
Shallow Hal is what pointed out to me. I'm like, yo, you're right. Like that toe should not be that long. And as I grew up, and my mom had that same toe, and I used to just roast her daily. Every time I'm like, yo, please put that away. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
we need to see your toe after this.
My foot is beautiful. Like, I got pretty feet, pretty teeth.
But we're going on it. Look, I remember I think I was in grade school, mid school, and I liked this girl. I thought she was really cool, but she had like a scrape in her teeth right here.
Can't do it.
I was like, it's a scrape. I was like, I
try to
can't
get over
do
it.
I can't. I tried.
No.
Every time she was like, I really like you. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking die.
Every time Alan made her laugh, he'd be like, oh, I don't even want to tell jokes.
So I'm like, yo. So technically, Dave.
No, you're not funny.
No. So she didn't do nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, she was a very nice person, very nice human being. You know what I'm saying? And the earth is lucky to have her.
Now the earth is lucky to have her? Wow. Like, what?
That's worse than it's not you, it's me.
Still topic.
The earth is lucky to have you.
No, but I'm just saying. Her
I'm
presence
gonna
was
use
good.
that one.
Definitely.
But what I'm saying is like I couldn't do it. So I gotta go with Erin on the heavy breathing. It's just something that happens.
I was just telling a joke. Like
I don't like.
No, but Erin, I think you was correct. I'm talking about expressing, you know, telling the truth about what it really is, because there's some people that don't get closure, and they'll go through time holding on to that, and they will have longevity of issues. And if you can solidify that, then that person could close that chapter in their book and they could move on.
I think you're putting a lot of weight on people to react the way you want them to react.
Well, I mean,
That's
listen,
true.
truth is truth.
Speak.
Yeah, speak about it. Talk about it. We here to
Talk about it.
educate.
Roll.
We here to
Roll is like,
educate.
I said
That's
what I had to
I
say.
said what I had to say was cliche.
That was
This is
it.
wrong. This is wrong.
He doesn't
Good night,
to be-
everybody.
He doesn't like to be put on the spot. Like,
Well,
when he
we're
has
here to
something
educate
say,
people
he'll
with
say it.
our perspective. Share it.
I don't know.
I just think that as humans, we expect way too much out of the next person. And I think if you just don't live your life the way you live your life, then you really shouldn't be worried about other people. So I think these issues of like the toe and this and this and this, you can find something wrong with anybody, right? But to speak to your point about the it's not you, it's me, you're putting a lot of weight on her, knowing, giving her that power
Over you.
Yeah, not only over you, but thinking she's capable enough to come to an adult decision and say that to you. You know what I mean? Because she basically released you. She saved you by saying it that way.
I think it's a nice way.
You don't want to be my slave, because I'll tell you, you're going to try to change whatever I don't like, and I'm still not going to like
It's never going to work.
because I'm going to find out like it's a whole bunch of things. And it's like, you're a good person because I should like you. A slave to my desires. A lot of people become slaves to their partner's desires. So if you really love that person, you start to change yourself. You change the way you look. You might change the way you dress, act, carry yourself. And next thing you know, you completely lost yourself and
identity.
you have no identity, and you just embodied whatever their perspective of a spouse or partner is. And, you know, that only leads to resentment at the end of the day. So a lot of people, if they're able to say it's not you, it's me, then they're actually able to say, listen, I'm going to be accountable for the things that, you know, I want, that, you know, not saying that there's anything wrong with you, but what I want might be a little bit different. And I know you love me enough to be what I want, but it's not going to be who you are. So I want to let you go.
So maybe there's a caveat. So what you're saying, totally understand. And I actually think that you guys are, you know, y'all are consistent, you know, along this path. Well, yeah, but I think the points that y'all are making are related. So I think that if you give someone that excuse or that reason, you should be like, it's because of me. It's me because of X, Y, and Z. Like, because I don't want you to think that I'm just giving you some bullshit reason to just unload you. You know what I mean? So I think perhaps there's a responsibility that comes with using that cliche phrase. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, because if there's no reason like backing it, like if you're not saying what about you it is, it just sounds like we're in a movie.
It does.
It sounds like you're using it as an excuse.
Can I make it fun real quick?
You want to make it fun? Just real quick, you want to make it
I just want to
fun?
make it fun real quick. Sometimes you just want to be a hoe, and it's like, it's really me. I just want a lot of sexual partners.
Are you gonna use that as your excuse?
No.
I'm not gonna tell you.
No, but
I
it's
just-
not.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah,
like okay.
But you don't have to say hoe.
No. I'm just saying.
Fuck, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think
can say,
that,
I'm not ready
guys,
to be
that is a
committed.
very valid reason. Think about it. When you're 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and you don't necessarily want to be tied down to a relationship, the person might be great. It's a bad time.
Yeah.
So it genuinely is you and not them.
Yeah.
So if anything, again, you can make the cliche statement, but I think it's important to follow it up with like whatever the reasoning is, you know, such that you are not putting someone in a position that they're traumatized for the next 10 years about, you know,
Insecurities.
Yeah.
We could also say it's not me or you. It's just father time.
One thing I always think about, because my mom always says it and it pisses me off, it's like you're not getting younger with time, as if like we're having like this expiration
You
date.
said that before. Last time you was on.
What?
I was?
No, last time you came on the show, you said about the younger with time thing.
Damn, so I'm like saying what my mom is telling me? Oh, shit.
I do remember
But yeah,
that as well.
I said that before?
I don't remember.
Maybe
You
that's
ain't
the
said
only thing I know how to say in English then. That's the only
Oh wait, say it in your native language.
Du blir inte yngre med tiden.
Oh, who?
Du blir inte yngre med tiden. That's like basically you're not getting younger.
Because I was laughing. Do it again.
Du blir inte yngre med tiden.
Can we do it slow together?
No, we can't.
Do you like
What language is it?
That's Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, like, I hate that because, like, I feel like I'm getting better with time, and I'm like not saying that in like a narcissistic way where I'm like, ooh, I'm like flourishing as a person in every challenge because I'm clearly unemployed right now. But like, there's like definitely places in life where I'm like, damn, things are getting better though. Like, I feel better. I think things are like moving towards.
I think
goal.
it's because we're in a different generation.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's like I hate the stigma, like the stigma that comes with us aging, especially as a female.
Yeah.
And especially in like being a single female in a big city, it's like, ooh, you're getting all. I'm like, I'm not stressed.
I really do. I agree with you. I think it is a generational thing.
Yeah.
Because if you ask anyone in your mom's generation,
Stressed.
that's what they're gonna.
My mom thinks that my eggs are like raisins right now.
But then if you ask someone in the subsequent generation, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm living a better life. I'm wrinkle free. I'm taking care of myself. I got my Botox." Because your mama didn't have Botox.
Well, I gave
she
it to
really
her
might
one
be
time.
a little jealous.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I
I
gave
gave
it to
it
her
to
one
her
time.
one
Like,
And it didn't work because it was like too
was too
far
late.
gone.
Yeah.
So like I agree, but no, I think from a dating standpoint though, it's interesting because like I had a guy one time. He was like, "Well, you should just like go with it because like you're not getting younger." I was like, "Sir, first of all, I'm not gonna go with it just because like I'm getting older. Like that's sad. Then I'm just gonna settle."
It's a different time.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
It might be reasonable. It
Rico.
might be reasonable.
Did you
Like,
hear what happened in Japan?
I got perfect toes. I was gonna say teeth, but toes.
You got perfect
I'm
teeth
waiting
and
for Marie to
toes.
come back down here so I can tell you. What
Are you talking
happened
about
in Japan.
4B?
No, in Japan, they're basically
Oh
saying,
yeah,
did you hear that shit? That's crazy.
Marie
Can we
sent it to
hear
me,
it?
and I was like, okay. I actually
We
have
don't
it
know
in my
what you're
Instagram.
talking
No,
about.
I have it.
Can you say the sentence?
Japan is basically. Hold on, because I know it's under 30. They're taking they want to surgically
they're
take the
banning women
uterus.
under 30. They're like, my phone just died. So
I got you.
I saw that coming. By the way,
Marie
I didn't
was
wanna
like,
threaten you with the 10%.
okay,
That's all right.
so-
Sir, you're the producer.
I have it memorized.
You would have charged your phone during daytime.
Incoming.
I just want to say that when we're done recording, I'm taking that last roll.
All right, Japanese A.
If I beat you to it.
I'm
already
listening,
called
Rico.
it. That was me
listen to
calling.
this.
Camera, you got it?
Guys,
It's
Guys.
well, they said a Japanese lawmaker wants to ban marriage, stop Rome, for women over 25 and remove the uteruses at 30. But then he goes on to say that he actually made an announcement via YouTube, and he also wanted to ban women from higher education after the age of 18. In addition to those,
Oh, he's a
So you just want to keep.
So he don't want
us-
smart
I didn't read
samurais.
this. I didn't read the other.
But it was a.
They said that their birth rate has been steadily dropping.
exactly.
Yeah.
Between January and June this year,
Like-
it's at a 5.7% decline since last year. So they're already struggling with population.
So why would they do that then?
So let's fuck over the women.
Yeah.
No, make the
I
women
think
to be
I think
fucked.
because over
No,
there
that's
it's
literally
very
what I'm saying.
It
the
actually,
women are very submissive.
actually
and
doesn't-
it's
I'm
trained
sorry.
to be that way. That's what
It
it
didn't-
sounds like.
it didn't provide the actual his reasoning. He actually
we're-
ended up apologizing in the last
Oh,
slide.
that's
We're
good.
talking about the Japanese situation.
Alan, you're saying let's perform a serious life-altering surgery on a woman in order so that we can force her to have a child before that age, before the surgery. How about we just have some classes and whatever to like make men better people and more appeasing such that women actually want to be with them? But no. But no. Let's fucking cut a woman open.
I agree.
What kind of sense do that
agree.
make? It literally makes no sense. Literally, you want a woman to shed blood, put her life in danger before seeking to teach men how to progress.
Why this became
Be
a
a-
man's fault?
Because a man shouldn't be telling a woman what she should do with her body. First of all, he shouldn't be making laws on
Amen.
what she should do for
But
her body.
Rome, then what are you gonna do with this population decrease?
But okay, so
I literally just gave you
Yeah.
suggestions.
But,
She
but
just-
also, can I add to that as a Swedish? I'm not a socialist,
Oh, yeah,
but
why
I want to
not?
say as a Swedish socialist.
Y'all got free healthcare over there, huh?
Give people free healthcare. Give them
you.
childcare. Give them a system in the freaking
Thank
educational
you.
world where like you can afford having a child.
Thank you.
Like I told my mom there, she's like, "Are you not gonna have what, ma'am?
Can't
I can't
afford it.
afford having a baby, so no. I
Tell
have
her
to pay."
Do you want to have a child?
I mean, yes. At
Well,
one
not even that.
point,
How
I
about
would
stop
love to have a
genetically modifying
baby.
the food that maybe allows men, so when they do ejaculate in a woman, she might be able to get pregnant if you're not sterilizing them with the stuff that you are doing.
Sometimes the
hello?
genetically
That's very
modified
true.
food is also increasing an hormonal imbalance in men and women that
Right.
are making men
Hello?
and women both not attracted to each other.
But
It's-
guys, you have to think about countries. We have probably more lax rules than say Japan,
And their foods.
Europe, all that. So I think that's more of like an American thing, perhaps.
I will
is
definitely
more of
agree
American.
a more of American thing, and I can't speak for Japan. I've never been there, nor do
Right.
I really know what
They
is
need more
actually happening
ninjas.
there. Yeah, but I would wonder, and I would question:
They be
are,
having ninjas over
are the
there.
men
And samurais.
actually?
Maybe having
I would
ninjas.
question: are the men actually not even desirable there? You know, so before I even make that statement and agree, because maybe the men are desirable there. Maybe because from my understanding, we have a big influence on Japan's culture.
Especially hip hop.
And what is our hip hop promoting?
Bitches.
Macho.
Fucking nigga. We don't need a nigga. And also, bitches ain't shit.
Well, but I also think that you have to consider like their culture is very strong. Well, whatever hip hop influences, I think that's probably more so music, the way they dress, not,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like
Lifestyle.
into their culture, how they're
families.
living.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Like I watch a lot of like Japanese like clips and like stuff on YouTube, whatever, just because I'm obsessed with them.
Are you sure?
But
Just
it really seems like that they still have like the stronghold of their culture and their parents on them.
Only thing I would say is this:
Very
one of my
respectful.
great friends, who you guys all both know, or everybody here,
I
has
don't know
met,
them.
You have met him. They just went to Japan back in June or July of this year, because we were expanding the brand there.
Nice.
And one thing that he said is that they're obsessed with American culture.
Everyone.
They don't
is.
even know how bad it is. So I would say that with the understanding of their obsessiveness on our culture will come the adopting of our behaviors. And if they do,
Okay, I see what
then
you're
I can also see why women are not going to be treating men the same. I can also see why men aren't going to treat women the same. And instead of incentivizing relationships, he might just say, I need to enforce it.
FYI, like in like Asian countries, like they don't have access to a lot of black people. Like just FYI.
Yep.
So it's hard for me to reconcile that, like them being so obsessed with American culture, and it's
Well, we control culture.
and it's obviously black culture.
No, we control culture.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's black,
Black
culture.
culture.
But we
So,
don't
you're not-
expose culture.
You're not listening. What I'm saying is that it's hard for me to like. And Rico, you just said this. It's our culture. It's not American culture.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I think it's still like more so what you see. It's the music. It's the hair. It's the clothes. It's not necessarily how you
Family
treat
values.
people or how you like. Because at the end of the day, if your grandmama, if you Japanese grandma and you come down and say something to your grandkid and they pop off, you probably gonna knock them in the head with a you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's like they're obsessed with our culture to the extent that they're willing to degrade their own culture.
I tell you what's crazy, right? And Alan doesn't want to hear this, but remember when Drake and Kendrick beef first started?
Oh god.
There's a big.
I don't think anybody
We're
wants
not.
to hear
Yes.
this.
Thank
But
you, Amanda.
There's a big Japanese music artist.
What was his name? Because
I cannot pronounce it. I wouldn't even
And
try.
it's like, because I probably know them.
no, because I got a few of them now. Listen,
She
to
be
me.
having some random
I do.
So he had made a remix on one of the disses from Kendrick's, disc collection of Drake, and he was basically saying like, which was crazy. He's like, Drake's not famous out here, and Drake's not a part of the rap culture. So it's funny because for me being here and I'm looking at it and I'm watching it because obviously my algorithm is catered to dissing Drake, and I'm like,
That's funny.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
I hope we get Drake on 8 at the table.
I'm like, that'll be great for us.
So
I want to see how he acts.
I would definitely get. Would you like a pair
So
of
they
shades?
could have a conversation.
like a
Drake
pair
and
of
Rico
shades.
conversation.
Hours to attack my life.
Drake has powerful
Let's not
influence.
keep putting his name out.
But yeah, so when I was looking at it, I'm like, but you are rapping over something that's not your culture either. Like, you know what I'm saying? None of this is of your ethnicity and
The
you
man
know
is
backgrounds.
black, bro. His father's from Memphis.
But the Japanese
Oh,
rapper.
The
okay,
Japanese
okay.
rapper.
Yeah, so he's saying like
talking
Drake's
about
not
Drake.
a part of the rap culture, but I'm like, neither are you, nigga. Like,
But he's going with what's popular.
but I'm just saying that's the
saying
influence
the
that we
influence.
have. That you get what I mean? Like,
And if they do, if we do have this much of an influence in a culture like Japan,
Which is so very different from America.
listen,
They only know
don't
that.
you think like it's important then? Like if they're adapting to what we're doing, like podcast conversations are important. Like these gender wars need to stop because they're like things that we're doing here. If people are really adapting to what the fuck we're doing here, the world is fucking doomed. Doomed.
Unless
Yeah,
we
I
take
was about to
responsibility
say.
for our
You're a
actions.
blast at us, by
So
the way.
just so
That's
you
just-
know,
that's so
Amanda,
we-
just so
laugh
you
at
know,
yeah, but we're their sons.
but just so you know, Amanda, somebody said, I watched this podcast, Patrick Bet David, and he got a channel called Valuetainment. You know what he said?
No.
He said, believe it or not, the next election is going to be determined by podcasts.
Please, because it wasn't this time. Or
Great.
education.
Maybe it was this time.
Oh, wait.
Because
I thought-
Joe
wait.
Rogan,
Are we
No, but we're not
we
gonna
all
get into
started doing
politics.
podcast
No, we're not
runs.
gonna talk into politics.
What's
But
the
I
next
want to
topic?
switch over to this thing that I want to ask you guys a question. I remember, and I don't know if you guys remember or you guys agree. There was a time when they used to preach to us that the population was increasing,
Yeah.
That's what I
and then
thought.
just to find out, Erin, there was a time where they used to say the population was increasing. I remember that.
Whose population?
The global
Ours.
population.
Yeah.
They kept saying the global population is increasing. Then when they did the real research, they found out that nobody's having kids. So my question is, if it's okay for me to openly say this, Rome, you're dating interracially.
Okay.
And Anna, have you ever dated someone outside your race?
I have indeed.
Of course. You
So
came from
do you guys
Sweden
think
to
that
America.
dating outside your race is like harder or is it different in 2024?
I mean, I didn't live back in the times where you would go to jail for it, so probably not. But
They're like, you going to jail?
Yo, that's hilarious.
And when you ask her,
I
what do you
will
mean outer
say-
race? Did you talk to a Russian that's not Sweden? Or
I
you
am
took-
I'm a thrill seeker, but like I don't think it's that hard anymore. I think it's definitely easier.
Is it difficult? Is it
Sorry.
people look at you different?
I mean, people are still always going to be racist. I don't think we're going to get away from the fact that people are haters, but also ignorant and racist. That's very American. It's very ingrained in the American culture. And
A foreigner is saying that.
I always
like
say
that's
this.
the thing. Like it's so obvious to a foreigner.